Hello everybody and welcome to the Super Ender Lilies Super Show. There's a little underwater area I didn't check out last time I was back here, so I thought it'd be worthwhile to have another look. And there's just a bit of stagnant blight there, nothing too special. So now we're going to go back and try to explore the catacombs without dying too much. There we go. Granted, that might be a tall order, but at least I'm better at this now than I was last time I went through here, because I know exactly what kind of awful is waiting for me in this area. Yeah, that's not a good start. But there are some extremely important things I'm going to be picking up while I'm down in this dump. And, well, that's a lot of skulls. And we just heard the Umbral Knights talk about how the ancients were wiped out by the founders of Land's End, so yeah. The Kingdom of Land's End is literally built on a cursed burial ground of some kind. See, power of the White Priestess. Fought to defend against the blighted invaders. Okay. So this isn't the first encounter this place has had with the Blight. And we can't go right because it's locked off by a gate. Like I said last time, navigating the later areas, starting with the catacombs, can get more complicated than the areas that were in the early access build. Ah, the White Priestess's room. Well, her catacombs room anyway. Yeah, Fretia is our predecessor, and by the way, if you looked carefully in that room, there's a painting of what appears to be 3 lilies. Oh well, I'm sure it's not important. Let's see, take out this, Blighted Guardian. Hey, a treasure chest. Okay, that reduces the cooldown of our various spirits. I can't say we'll really be using that because smart spirit use is better than just spamming it. Well, we don't need that healing flower, but it's good to know it's there. Yeah, one of the things that's going to make this less painful than my first time through here is that I use the Headless Defender a lot more. This game really wants you to use your spirits, because you still have a decent amount of uses for even the smaller ones, and you can actually restore some spirit uses through breaking pots. Fredia talking about the previous White Priestess. There have been a few. But we've grabbed everything we can in this room, so we can just freely move on. So one of the big things in this area is all of these breakable doors. Pretty much every door here can be smashed except for a rather special one. So don't be shy about breaking out the sword and chopping some wood. And nothing really special here. At least, not that we can get anyway. I see you. Don't think I don't know what mimic pots look like by now. I've been killed by a few. We can't get that yet. We need to keep climbing up a bit more. Yeah, wherever there's an item, there's always a reasonable way to get to it. At least, in this part of the game. Towards the end game, there are some things that are going to require some very tricky platforming, to say the least. So there wasn't an update yesterday, because I actually took some time to just go back to my other save and just straight up platinum the game. It's not actually too terribly onerous to do because there aren't any outlandish combat challenges involved in the achievements. It's really mostly just exploration stuff, you know, in a Metroidvania game. Oh, a room full of bombs. Not too terribly difficult to take out as long as we have room to be cautious about it. And now we can get to that platform over there. Hey, Furious Blight. As a rule of thumb, Furious Blight is for upgrading the wayward spirits you get from bosses like Garrod, Eileen, and, well, we'll see more. It doesn't hurt to explore. Actually, it can hurt quite a lot to explore. Okay, done with that. Hit that guy. Huh. Well, that's a special door over there. Oh well. And hey, we actually need this healing flower. Now let's see where this takes us. Oh! Room shut behind us. However, we're actually in a far more advantageous position than we would be if we entered through one of the lower entrances, because then we'd have to fight all of the spider monsters at the bottom of the room as well as these guys at the same time. By the way, this is the first of the rooms that locks until you beat all the enemies in it. Yeah, there are going to be more of these. Looks like a Western merchant shot a couple of these guys. Ow. But hey, we survived, and that's what matters. Okay, so this is a document of succession for Freya taking on the role of the White Priestess. As for us, we need to move on. Not much we can grab here yet, and oh, that's locked. Well, only one way we can go then. Yeah, I kind of forgot that the way to the left was behind that very, very locked door. While we're fighting these guys again, I might as well explain that those doors, we're not going to be able to open them until we're basically ready to fight the final boss of the game. Each one of those locked doors has something extremely important. Yeah, I know it's not perfect play to backtrack like this and whatever, but I never claimed to be a perfect player. I just claim to be the guy who goes, hey, this looks pretty neat, and then throw videos up on this channel. Take care of all those with my ranged barrage. Yeah, because of the varying abilities of the different spirits, this game does actually support quite a few ways of playing the game. Oh, whoops. Like dropping into pits. You can play that way if you like. Also getting hit by very dodgeable attacks. You can do that too, but it's not recommended. By the way, when I say games that look neat, that's why Wanderers from Ys is kind of disqualified, even though it's an Ys game. Yep. It wouldn't be a Metroidvania platformer if it didn't involve getting beat up by insects every once in a while. Well, can't go that way yet. But now we've come back up around to grab more of this. Yeah, the amount of blight we get from those bodies laying around. That does eventually increase quite a bit as we make it later on into the game. Some of the bodies we'll encounter later will have like 100 of those things. Yep, Headless Defender works underwater. It's actually a big help because otherwise underwater combat is somewhat slower because it counts as... It doesn't count as using ground attacks, it counts as using aerial attacks. Another level up for me, and hey, this looks a little suspicious over here. So we're gonna go up here and do something about that. And thank you. See the Crimson Blight. The Hatred of the Dead Ancients. So, basically, the history of Land's End to this point is bad things happened that made worse things happen. And I hate this room. But I don't want to go through it again. Yeah, there are a ton of these bug things here, and there are actually a bunch of spirits that are really good at dealing with them, like Guardian Sigrid and the Floral Sorceress, and I didn't use either of them very well. That's all on me. So now we're just going to try to preserve ourselves. No real exploration for us, at least this run-through of this room. Because we want to live. Really, a lot of Ender Lilies is just, okay, get to the next save point alive, and then figure out where you want to explore stuff. Unless, of course, you know there are things that are really worth going out of your way for. But you should probably be exploring in general. This is a Metroidvania with no death penalties. The game really wants you to know its lore, and it really wants you to explore stuff. And this takes us where exactly? Aha! Another save room. Ah, this is Guardian Silva. So, apparently, somehow the kingdom created Dark Souls Undead. I'm sure that didn't backfire. So now it's time for us to move forward and do some more exploring. Oh. So, there's only so much blight that a white priestess can purify. Well, I'm sure it's nothing. More of these flies and fishmen and spiders. You know what? If I'm gonna explore this room, I'm just gonna have to take out all of this junk. And hopefully not die in the process. Yeah, the Catacombs is probably one of the most dangerous areas in the game. It's a difficulty spike, and you don't have a lot of your advanced moves. Okay, that's a spider down. Now we can start working on this hive thing over here. Okay, a hive is done for. And we might as well take on the stuff down here. It's not like we're hurt by gaining levels. And there's nothing down there. Yeah, I always take the time to take out these anemone things, because the less homing projectiles floating around in a level, the better. But I think that's true for basically all games. Yeah, it's always worth it to break pots, because they always contain some small amounts of upgrade juice, or healing, or spirit uses. In general, the game wants you to do things. Though one of my favorite implementations of trapped barrels, or whatever, was actually in Kingsfield 4. Where you encounter the guy who gives you the bow, and he's like, by the way, I heard that there are trapped barrels that explode around here. And you're like, oh, okay. And there are barrels next to them, and if you smash those barrels, they explode and instantly kill you right there. So the game tells you not to do the thing, and then puts the thing in front of you so you can do it immediately and kill yourself right there, right after it tells you not to do it. Huh. Can't go down there. So we're gonna have to find a switch. By the way, we really want to go down there. And here's the switch in a suspicious floor. This is just an unfortunate number of skulls down here. Especially when you remember what the Umbral Knight talked about happening to the lands of the ancients. Now you can cut through this stuff, and when you do, you get 2 ancient souls. And we can use both of those to just upgrade the Umbral Knight as soon as we get back to a save point. We're going to explore a little bit more, though. By the way, the Headless Defender isn't even the only parry spirit out there. Hey, more reading. So, aren't we kind of the successor to the White Priestess? But she didn't want one. Okay, so we've upgraded the Umbral Knight. By the way, as for why she has a successor when she didn't want a child, don't worry, this game doesn't go into that kind of territory. So, our Umbral Knight, after those upgrades, now has a 4-hit combo, but... So every hit in the combo does more damage than the one prior to it. But the way the Umbral Knight's upgrades work is that whenever the number of hits in his combo goes up, the Umbral Knight's attack speed also goes up. So even though he has more attacks in his combo, it doesn't actually take really any more time to execute a full 4 or 5 hit combo than it did his original 3-hitter. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, the first time I went through this game, I actually went through all of this area and most of the next one without actually upgrading the Umbral Knight. I'm so glad I know where all of this stuff is this time around. And we're just gonna take you out. By the way, you don't actually have to go to this area 4th. There's actually another area you can go to and beat the boss in just fine without going here. You do have options. I just chose to do this area 4th again because it has probably one of the most important movement abilities in the game. I mean, all of them are really important, but this one is something special. Poison pots, great for damaging enemies and you. Yeah, with the full combo, these mimic pots aren't really a problem for us anymore. Because we have enough hits in our combo to just straight up stun them after parrying them with the Headless Defender. By the way, be careful about shooting at that thing from this platform, because its attacks can reach over the gap. Well, not much we can do there. Take out these archers, and... well, we don't want to go up quite yet. We haven't fully explored to the right. And it's full of explosions. That's not a healthy diet for a growing girl. Neat. So we've got everything there. No, we didn't. We did not. We just did not. Yep, these are the Guardian training grounds. And oh look, there are a bunch of Blighted Guardians down here. There's nothing we can't handle down here though, thanks to everything being on open level ground and all that. Yeah, the Floral Sorceress also does a ton of stun damage herself. And we're going to be making great use of that in certain later encounters in this game. We don't want to go to the right quite yet. That's the way to the boss, and we're not nearly done exploring the rest of this area for useful stuff. Yeah, the thing about this area is that the boss is located, like, right in the middle of it, whereas in almost every other area, you have to go everywhere before you can reach the boss. And we can open this gate now, open up a nice little shortcut here. And I am just gonna call it for this time. So next time on Ender Lilies, we explore the rest of the catacombs. See you then. Goodbye.